Hello, Wicked Team video. Today we're gonna take a look at the new Go Battle League. Got announced now. Other creators, of course, had it already prior that are partnered. Sadly, I am not partnered, so it's always a little bit awkward for me because I have to program everything to PvP Pokémon whatever first, so I can showcase everything here. But at least we can do that now. There are move changes. We can go through everything very quick. We're going to see here the season rewards. Nothing too special, to be fair. Don't really see anything that's too crazy. We get Gumi, we get some dragons. We get Hisuian Sneasel, which is actually pretty nice. It seems like there's a little bit of an Hisuian theme in general for this next season again, which is kind of cool. Otherwise, looks kind of fine. Marini is kind of nice to get. And we get the pose, I guess, from season 1 now, which is kind of nice with the Steven pose. I already have that already, but it does make sense because it's a champion of Hoenn, and we have like the Hoenn region as well as a theme for the upcoming season. So if you don't have that yet, at least I know a lot of people are actually looking forward to that one. At least you can get this now. For me, there's nothing to earn, I guess, this season because there's literally no post that I need. But yeah, we have some more attack changes. Media Beam got added to for Pokemon, where only one Pokemon really benefits from it, which is going to be Araris. We're going to take a look at this later. Poltergeist got added to Dusknoir, the Golurk, and also the other thingy there, whatever. I forgot the name of it. It doesn't really matter because none of them benefit from it. So like we completely going to skip this one, doesn't matter at all. We're going to have Brutal Swing added to the Weezing and the Ampharos. It's a little bit better maybe on the Weezing, like you have some play on the Weezing with it. It's kind of cool because you have now a very cheap bait move that does some damage, unlike Sludge before. For Ampharos, I don't really see it, to be fair. I think that the Focus Blast is just better. We have High Horsepower added, which is most likely the best update, towards the move like to Galarian Rapidash, which is nice, to Piloswine, which is nice, to Mamoswine, which is going to be very nice for our Master League enjoyer. And we're going to have the Incinerate added to the Litleo line. Thing with High Horsepower, by the way, is for the later two, for Piloswine and the Mamoswine, they both had Bulldoze, which is a very horrible move. And so they have now actually something that they can use as a ground type coverage, which makes them very good. There's going to be a video actually tomorrow for me about Mamoswine in the Master League, so I'll check that out if you want to see some gameplay with it, still with the old move, before I even know that we're going to get a change here. Next one, we have balances changes. We're going to get Poison Fang balanced, which is good. Like it takes more now energy. I guess it's 40, which I also put into my PvP Poke version. Which I don't find good is a wing attack generation increased. I don't understand it. Like, I don't understand it. Really, right now, if you look at the tournaments, the best Pokemon that most people use currently is Noctowl. Noctowl is one of the best, if not the best Pokemon currently in the meta, and it gets boosted. Like, why? And it gets boosted significantly. We're going to take a look at this immediately afterwards as well. It's crazy. Like, this Pokemon will be completely broken. There are going to be a ton more other Pokemon with wing attack. I think this change. Like, while I like that they changed the meta, I don't understand why you changed the meta with Pokemon that are already super top in the meta. Like, I don't understand it. I just don't understand it. But yeah, we're going to have Charm decreased from 16 damage to 15 damage. I think this will not change a lot, to be fair. Like, it will change a few matchups maybe, but in general, Charm will still destroy the Pokemon that Charm destroys. I don't think the update is too significant, so we're also going to ignore that one. Go Battle League weekend. We have this one coming up from the 14th to 15th January. Also interesting that we now only have like 2 Go Battle days. Before we always had 3, I think, but yeah. Up to 100 battles, 4 times stars for win rewards, and we get the Steven Stone Ring, which we like I at least already have, and yeah, some tamed research, which is nice. Available seems to be all leagues here. I haven't seen any league update yet. Maybe there's still one. I might just put it at the end, but I haven't seen any league, like the leaks yet. Here seems to be already also some leaks spoiled as well with the Go Battle Day Vulpix edition with some Hard Great League edition. I guess that's the what's called Valentine's Day Cup. And the Ultra League seems to be available at the same time. But yeah, we're going to get Ember on it. Cool. Doesn't, I mean, yeah, it's cool, but it doesn't really matter too much either, to be fair. Also, it's the last time that we're going to have Classic Cups available, which means we can now, which I actually like, to be fair. Like at least I like it for the Master League because at least now it's better for me there that I can just power up my Pokemon to level 50 without having to hesitate if I can use it in like a classic version of this cup later on. It's kind of annoying that you don't have like the XL version here, but yeah, it's the last time we're going to have Classic Cups this time around. Running Premier Cup in the future, it's also kind of nice, I guess. Like Premier will then be without legendaries, I think. In general, I like it for the Master League. I don't really like it for the Ultra League and Great League. But yeah, this is going to be it for this season. We're going to have here some updates from Go Stadium about the move updates here. But yeah, Wing Attack got changed. Pokemon that get affected, we're going to take a look at them now afterwards. Going to be Noctowl, which is currently the most popular Pokemon in the meta, really, for like the regionals. We have Pidgeot, which has this as a legacy move. We have Pelipper, which might actually be better now, which is good. We have the Mantine, which Pelipper going to be very, very strong, to be fair. We're going to have Mantine, which is going to be a very strong Pokemon. Mantine has the same stats as a Skarmory. Ducklet for Little Cup going to even be way more. Like, it's going to destroy everything, to be fair. That's why I don't like this cup. We already have so many good Ring Attack users available before. Like, I don't understand. Gligar and Gliscor going to be even better now as well. Going to generate a ton of energy. Those Pokemon have amazing typing, especially in the current meta. And those Pokemon will definitely be meta as well now. Charizard, if you didn't know that, this thing also has the legacy move Wing Attack. I said before already that I like this move a lot in the Ultra League. And I think it's going to be even better in Ultra League and Great League. We're going to take a look at the Great League afterwards as well. Moltres, I guess for Master League, it could be kind of interesting. We can actually take a look at this later as well if I remember this. But this one has Ring Attack. Golbat has Ring Attack, which is very interesting because Golbat is also affected by the Poison Fang nerf, which basically doesn't happen for Golbat then because the buff from Ring Attack, which mostly generates 8 energy now instead of 7, will basically deny this energy increase for Poison Fang. It will be the same. The only difference for Golbat will be now that it gets faster to the Shadow Ball Nuke move, which is going to make those Pokemon even better again. Nidoqueen going to be definitely way nerfed now. I don't think a lot of people want to use Nidoqueen anymore because it takes just way longer to get to the moves. It's actually significant that you're going to have the +5 energy there because I think Nid always basically 6 after I think the third or whatever goes to 5 again and goes 6, 6, 5 or something. I don't know if it says here somewhere. But yeah, for Crobat, it also is annoying because Crobat doesn't have Wing Attack. So like for it, the energy generation is also different and makes this definitely worse. So you can see here as well, they don't really like it. Sharpedo, of course, but Sharpedo wasn't really the biggest impact there anyway. Charm, I don't think it does matter too much anymore. Here it says like you don't longer win anymore against Kyogre in the 2 shields, I guess. But like again, I don't really think that Charm, this move will not really do any different there. Like you're still going to be able to hard wall the Pokemon that you hard wall. Attack variability updates. Incinerate for Litley on Pyro. We're going to take a look at them as well. We have here Auroras, for example. I don't like to take a look at everything of them because it don't really make sense, as said before. High horsepower going to be interesting. And this is basically it. Let's take a look at what changes. We see here some Pokemon with Ring Attack. This is the old version of the game with Ring Attack as a possible choice here. Like this is, well, it's still not buffed. You see here already Gliscor going to be pretty decent actually in the meta. You have Pidgeot being very strong just because of the move Feather Dance, which can debuff the opponent's attack by 2 stages. And then we're going to have a Noctowl, which currently is one of the strongest, if not the strongest Pokemon in the meta for the regionals. Let's take a look how this changes if it gets more energy. You see here already, Charizard gained a ton of matchups just because you have the bait move or Dragon Claw. This makes it all so much better, and you have Blast Burn, which is going to destroy a lot of opponents as well. I think Charizard going to be such a fun pick to use, to be fair, in Go Battle League, because this thing going to get so many shields with Ring Attack plus Blast Burn going to be so strong. We're going to have Pidgeot going to be a little bit better, Noctowl going to be a little bit better, Pelipper going to pick up some matchups like the Galarian Stunfisk here now, which is amazing. We can take a look at the comparison again. Here, this is the old version, this is the new version. You see like some matchups changing here. For Pidgeot, you win like Altaria now, you win nothing else really. You have like some better matchups though. For Noctowl, you win against Nidoqueen, especially because also Nidoqueen got nerfed with the Poison Fang update there. We see you win against, okay, here it changes a little bit in terms of the Pokemon that are on the bottom. Here against Cresselia you win against a ton of Pokemon here. It's going to be very strong, like every Ring Attack user going to be very strong. What I also kind of want to take a look at real quick is Hawlucha. When this Pokemon comes into the game, this Pokemon has also access to Ring Attack and an amazing moveset. What could this Pokemon do to the meta? Let's take a look at this real quick because it has one of the best moves. As you can see here, if Hawlucha comes in now with this moveset, Good night. This is going to be a very strong Pokemon that's going to dominate the entire meta because you have a Wing Attack user that will be able to use the strongest fighting type in the move there, which will destroy the Galarian Stunfisk plus Medicham Core and going to destroy basically the entire meta. Good job for boosting Wing Attack. I still don't understand this change. Let's take a look at the Poison Fang change. Here, Golbat, of course, going to be a little bit better afterwards. This is the old graphic before Poison Fang got changed, and this is the new one. You see Golbat going to pick up some more better matchups against Medicham because you get faster to the Shadow Ball. You will be able to win against Runerigas, it seems like. Changed a little bit. I just downloaded the PvPoke version before again, so it was kind of up to date, but I guess it changed a little bit already. But you're going to win a lot more matchups now with Golbat. It's going to be buffed. But Nidoqueen, you can see here, you lose, for example, against Trevenant now. You're going to lose against some other Pokemon here, like Mandibuzz as well. So this is not ideal. This is the new version now. Nidoqueen going to be actually worse, I think, than the Golbat, to be fair, because Golbat has a better nuke move now. Has, in my opinion, even a better typing, because you're going to be able to destroy those flying types even better. You still have Poison Fang, and yeah, I think that Golbat might be even better than Nidoqueen nowadays, which is kind of crazy. Next Pokemon, Litleo. This was Litleo and Pyra before. This is Litleo and Pyra now. They're both going to be able to destroy a lot of Pokemon. Pyra looks actually a little bit better here, which is funny. Incinerate going to be very nice for them. The reason why Pyra looks so much better is because they have Overheat compared to Litleo, which has Crunch and the Flame Charge. Litleo might still be a little bit more consistent, to be fair, so I think Litleo is still going to have more play, but yeah. Pyro definitely cool, Litleo definitely cool. I like this update, to be fair. It gives you a Pokemon that's a little bit less commonly used, that's going to be way better. Now we're going to take a look at Auroras and also Sudowoodo with the move. For Sudowoodo, it doesn't really make too much sense. You have Rock Slide, which you just get faster, and Rock Slide is a good move. So Meteor Beam, which I think takes 55 energy or something, it just doesn't make any sense. For Auroras, though, you only have the coverage of Thunderbolt otherwise, and I think Meteor Beam gives you an attack increase, as far as I know, which would help you with a Weather Ball and Powder Snow spam, so I think Auroras actually might benefit from it, which you can see here as well. The first one is the updated version with Meteor Beam, while the second one going to be the old version. While for Sudowoodo, the first one is the one with Rock Slide, which looks way better than the one without. The other Pokemon that were noticed there are all not really benefiting from it. Taking a look at Mamoswine, Piloswine, and also the Rapidash now with high horsepower. And we will see here that those don't really, they're still not really good in the meta, to be fair. Like neither Piloswine nor Mamoswine or anything can really do too much. Yeah, it's still okay-ish in the meta, don't get me wrong. But I wonder if we see some Piloswine now in regionals as well, just because you have a better coverage move that destroys something like a Registeel and Stunfisk pretty easily. But I don't really expect it to be that common for themed cups. I think it's really good. Rapidash kind of misses out now on the move Play Rough, which doesn't really help it too much either, so it's a little bit hit or miss, to be fair. So, don't know. Don't know about this one. It's still cool that they give it, especially for Master League, though, where we can take a look at this now. I actually kind of want to add Moltres as well here, because Moltres now has the updated Wing Attack. Let's see what Moltres can do for the Master League and Mamoswine can do for the Master League. And we will see that Mamoswine beats the top 5 Pokemon pretty easily, while Moltres also has some more better matchups, which you can use, which is kind of nice. Definitely a cool one here, but also not too crazy, but I think Mamoswine definitely is a very good cheap-ish pick for the Master League. Last update here, we're going to have the Weezing and the Ampharos with Brutal Swing, and those don't really gain too much either. Weezing definitely the most, like the Ampharos just doesn't have the stats for it. If you take for Ultra League, it's also again doesn't really have the stats for it because you don't have the classic versions of it anymore, and XL Pokemon are just too good. So what does it tell us? I don't know. What do you think about the update? What do you think about the season? Let me know in the comment section below. Thanks if you watched till this point. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm gonna leave it here, and I hope I see you in the next video. Bye.